Hi, Dan Sisseck here, and I'm out here at the park today. As you can see, I'm here. Some beautiful mountains behind me. I'm just out at the park. It's my day off. And I'm on the last chapter, and this deals with Pooor People, number 17. These people constantly learn from what people think they already know. And in this, he talks about how, he introduces people to words and a concept that a lot of people already know and they say and use all the time. I know that. Well, I've said that a lot of times throughout my life and think that I do know that, and that I have all the answers when a lot of times I really don't. I have a lot to learn. I know a lot. I'm educated. I've gone to school. I have my degree in accounting. I've worked in that area. But I've not reached the pinnacle of success that I've wanted, and have looked in building my business now online to where I am going to attain that. I am going to achieve that. But in doing that, I'm having to remap my brain to relearn, how to go out and open myself up to what my mentors, my sponsors, people I look up to, Mike Hobbs, Paul Hutchings, Benko Gonzalez, Tracy Walker, people like that who have been through their trials, their tribulations, their ups, their downs, and have achieved six-figure incomes. That's what I want. So in doing that, and reading this chapter, Harv Eker talks about, a famous line that he has: you can be right or you can be rich, but you can't be both. And I think that's, something that's valid there. You can be right, but if you're trying to prove you're right, you're never going to be open to experiencing and listening to how maybe that if you change your mind process or open yourself up to new things, you can make changes to where you can be able to have better success or achieve new heights. There's a great quote in here that I just love, that he says is, every master was once a disaster. That is me. But I think I'm a disaster in progress and becoming a master, to work towards building my dreams and my goals and my achieve the success that I want. And that's part of why I'm doing this video and blog post about remapping my brain, is to help pass on some of that information I'm learning, and to you, to help give you an idea of what you can learn by finding people, mentors, and those that you can look up to that are doing and achieving what you want to achieve. Listening to them. There's also another great thing in here that I picked up, is that it's a great quote. I've heard it said another way, but here I think it kind of drives it home. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you always got. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We go to school, we get our degrees, we get our education, we do what we think everybody else says and does, and I'm included in that. But we keep thinking that, okay, well, I'll be different, or I'll make this, or I'll have this success, or I'll be this person. And then we get into doing everything, and then we think, well, I'll just keep doing this, or I'll take a little bit more of that, or do that. And we keep imprinting on that same file in our brain, and we keep walking that same path and just, wearing that path more and more, rather than getting off that beaten track, opening our minds and our brains to accepting new things, to look at new things in a different way, to where we can, find a better way of doing something, or find something that works, that will be what allows us to express our creativity or open ourselves up to new ways of doing something. And I think that the biggest thing I'm learning out of this is that a lot of people think that, especially I think among the poor mindset, or the broke mindset, or the middle class mindset, is, where I once was I have to have the money first so I can do the things I want so I can be the person I want to be. But instead, rich people look at it this way: you have to be in your mind first and have the vision of who you are, what you want to be, then do what you need to do, open your mind up, open, yourselves to those new pathways, those new files, those new thought processes, so that way you can have everything that you want in life and be what you want, and then turn around and help others too, so that they can open their brain and open their minds up and start looking and changing their thought process. So today, this is just a quick